quiet Paris street, a black luxury van waiting, and one unexpected figure walking straight into the frame. But what truly sent fans into a frenzy wasn't just Wang Yibo being seen. It was the question that followed seconds later. Was Xiao Zhan there too? Or is this moment hiding something deeper? Paris has always been a city of romance, of quiet stories unfolding behind elegant streets and golden lights. But on that particular day, the atmosphere felt different. There was no grand event, no red carpet, no official announcement, just a fleeting moment captured on camera. A figure dressed in a dark jacket appeared on the sidewalk. His steps were calm, controlled, almost too precise. The black cap pulled low, the face partially hidden. And then that detail fans instantly recognized. Bright orange shoes, standing out against the muted tones of Paris. It didn't take long. Within seconds, the internet connected the dots. That was Wang Yibo. No announcement had prepared fans for his presence in Paris. No public schedule hinted at his arrival. And yet, there he was, walking toward a black luxury van parked neatly in front of Hotel Volney. The scene felt almost cinematic. Too perfect, too composed, as if every movement had been quietly orchestrated or carefully hidden in plain sight. And just when it seemed like a simple sighting, the questions began to grow louder. Because for many fans, one name echoed immediately in their minds. Xiao Zhan. The video clip was short, almost frustratingly short. But in fandom culture, even a second can mean everything. As Wang Yibo approached the van, his posture remained steady. No hesitation, no glance around. It was as if he knew exactly where he was going, and exactly how long he had before disappearing from view. The van door opened. A brief pause. Then he stepped inside. No words, no acknowledgement of the camera, just silence. And that silence spoke volumes. Because in that same moment, whispers began to spread across platforms. Some viewers claimed they noticed another figure nearby. A presence subtle, almost hidden within the background. Not confirmed, not clear, but enough to spark a wave of speculation. Was Xiao Zhan somewhere close? Was this simply coincidence? Or were two of the most talked about stars in Chinese entertainment sharing the same space at the same time? The lack of clarity only intensified the emotion. Fans weren't just watching a video anymore. They were analyzing every pixel, every shadow, every movement. Because sometimes what isn't shown feels more powerful than what is. What makes this moment even more compelling is not just who appeared, but how it happened. There was no chaos, no crowd rushing forward, just a quiet Parisian street, and a moment that slipped through unnoticed until it didn't. Wang Yibo's presence carried a sense of calm control. Every step felt deliberate. Even the choice of outfits seemed intentional. Dark tones to blend in, yet that single flash of orange beneath his feet, impossible to ignore. It created a contrast, a balance between hiding and being seen. And that balance is where the mystery lives. Because if this was meant to stay unnoticed, why did it feel so visible? Why did it feel like a scene waiting to be discovered? At the center of it all stood Hotel Volney, a location now quietly tied to a moment that fans cannot stop replaying. Not because of what was confirmed, but because of what wasn't. And in the world of global fandoms, uncertainty is often the spark that ignites the strongest emotions. Across continents, reactions poured in. Some fans felt excitement, a thrill at the possibility of something unexpected. Others remained cautious, choosing to see the moment for what it clearly showed. A single individual captured in a brief, unconfirmed context, and that contrast in reactions revealed something deeper about fandom itself. It's not just about facts, it's about connection. The way a single image can carry layers of meaning depending on who is watching. For some, this was simply Wang Yibo in Paris, nothing more. For others, it was a moment filled with unanswered questions, a narrative waiting to unfold. But perhaps the most striking part was the silence that followed. No official statement, no clarification, just the original clip, looping endlessly across timelines. And in that silence, the story continued to grow on its own. So what are we really looking at here? A coincidence captured at the perfect angle? A routine movement turned into a global discussion? Or simply a moment that reminds us how powerful a single glimpse can be in a world of entertainment? Because sometimes it's not about confirming what happened. It's about the feeling that lingers after, the curiosity, the quiet excitement, the questions that stay with us long after the video ends. Paris remains the same. The street is still there. The hotel stands as it always has. But for those who saw that moment, something has shifted. A memory has been created. Not of certainty, but a possibility. And maybe that's why it's so hard to look away. Because in a world where everything is usually explained, this time we're left with something rare. A moment that refuses to give us answers. So now the question isn't just what happened that day, but what do you believe you saw?